Hey everybody and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. We are on the Warlock today, and if you're looking at our character level, you're probably wondering, Robert, why are we level 10? Did I miss an episode? Maybe I should look back. I must have missed something. You didn't miss anything. Well, you did. Sometimes things happen with recordings, and WoW being what it is, you can't exactly load a prior save and kind of pick up where you left off. So yes, we are level 10 now. And today we're starting off in the Eastvale logging camp. We have a few things to do. I've obviously completed some quests up to this point. But we've all seen Elwynn Forest, and not a lot here has changed substantially, so I think we're going to keep on trucking here through some content that we've already seen. If you're interested in seeing the content at a little bit of a slower pace, probably check out the Paladin playthrough on Classic, because all these quests are basically the same here. Here's a breadcrumb that will take us into Westfall, and when we get to Westfall, I'm really interested to see the story there, because I know they changed a lot of the Westfall story for the Cataclysm expansion.
Or the Alliance.
But a lot of stuff in Elwynn Forest seems to be basically unchanged.
No one else available?
I feel like the music just got incredibly loud. Alright, what order do we want to tackle these in? We are working on taking out some forest bears that have been plaguing the area. We have to hunt down this collector for the manhunt. Basically, he's part of the Defias Brotherhood, which is a band of thieves and thugs that have kind of implanted themselves into Elwynn Forest. And we're trying to root them out, and as part of that we're also going to be taking some of those Defias guys out and collecting some fine linen scraps for one of the cloth tailors back at the Eastvale logging camp. So yeah, we have a few things to do. And so the story behind losing the video was that my awesome upstairs neighbors, apparently they had put a alarm clock in their living room, which happens to be directly above the room that I record in. And although I didn't notice it at first, upon listening to the playback, all I hear is their alarm going off for about the first 20 minutes of the video, which was something that I couldn't really hear in reality, but that was quite clear when I watched the playback. So that's what happened to that video. Why someone would need a alarm clock in their living room is beyond me. Unless it was purposely designed to annoy the person below them, that is. You'll notice we have something up here called the Winds of Wisdom. Today, Blizzard started doing this, so when you are playing in retail, you're getting 100% experience buff. No matter what, you're going to get this buff. And because of that, and I put like 2 minutes of thought into this, because of that, I'm going to equip some heirlooms for this episode, and we're just going to see what our experience gain looks like. Was that all of it? Yes. Okay, here we go. So now we have quite a bit of experience gain. You'll see 10% on the legs, 10% on the chest, 5% on the cloak, 10% on the shoulders, 10% on the helmet, nothing on the weapon. And then we have the 100% that Blizzard just decided to give us today. So we're looking for forest bears. Also though, we're going to head this way, and we're going to take out the collector. So here's what we look like wearing our heirloom set, which is fitting for the Warlock. I'm just going to see if he can burn to death, how long that takes. We're doing quite a bit of damage. Let's summon our imp. And you'll notice that once we change specs in retail, we lose the abilities that we had in the other specs. So unlike in Classic where you simply learn all of your abilities, and then you use the ones that are correct for your spec, in retail, depending on the spec that you choose, you're actually probably not going to have things like corruption. We don't have corruption, and we don't have agony as destruction. So just a really large difference between the class philosophies from Classic to today. It kind of just, it stops you from making bad decisions, I guess, but it also, it takes your decision-making ability away. So it could be good, it could be bad, it depends on the kind of person that you are. Hi, how are you? I don't know why you're not attacking us, but... Well, that was a little hectic, but we basically took no damage during all of that. And we got the Collector's Ring. Now we just need to take on some more bandits. You'll notice that now our conflagrate is hitting for about half of their health. It's interesting to me that Blizzard do things like this and grant more experience, like they're trying to ease the player's road to 120, I get that. I feel like there's so much time between now and the Shadowlands expansion that people will get to 120 with this and then they will still run out of things to do because they leveled too quickly through all the content for their first time. You would think you would want people to take their time with the current game, seeing as how you have all these people playing at low level, it seems. So that's good traffic for your game, you know, these people coming back and playing at low level. You'd think you'd want to just capitalize on that and keep them in the content that you have already created, as opposed to getting them to endgame faster, and then they're just kind of going to reach that point where they're going to sit and just have to wait for either a beta invite or for Shadowlands or 9.0 to go live, which probably isn't going to be till late November at this point. It could be later with the things going on in the world that we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube. So I don't know, it's just kind of a strange decision to me. Now if your player numbers were low, maybe you would offer something like that to get people back into the game, but from what we've observed playing in retail the past few weeks is that at low levels people are logging in and playing alts for the first time maybe in a long time. Probably in anticipation of Shadowlands, which they know is a ways off. This just gets them there too fast, I think. Well, there's our level 11. Now, something else that's very different in retail is talents. So I don't think we actually get a talent point until we're level 15. Yeah, we're not going to actually unlock talents. Talents are incredibly different if you have never played retail before. Let's see, what do I want to adjust here? I think overall my sound effects might be a little loud. I'm not sure. I feel like day to day my volume changes a little bit. Although I don't intend it to. That was incredible. Overpowered. Yeah, now I'm kind of chasing herbs, but we're going to make our way over here and hopefully grab our last couple of bears that we need for Protect the Frontier. Speaking of which... it looks like we're just ready to basically turn everything in, and then we'll head over to Westport Garrison and check out what's going on over there. I'm expecting it to be the exact same as it was in Classic. Oh shit! Hello, girls. Alright, let's get them burning. Ooh, well, easily dealt with. Thanks to our incredible heirloom gear. I guess I should keep my eyes open. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Guard Thomas. I don't even think we've told him about the dead guards yet.
Well met. Light bless you.
Oh, maybe we'd already done that. Turned that one in, I guess. What did he give us? He gave us some boots. Definitely an upgrade. Intellect and stamina are the stats that we need. Make sure I don't have anything else hiding in here. Another big difference is that apparently crafting items can stack... What is this stack to, guys? Is it 50 or 100? It's clearly more than 20 stack. But that's going to help us inventory-wise quite a bit.
Need help? Be careful.
Alright, we got another robe. Obviously, we're not going to equip it, but I am going to equip it really fast just to check it out. Same kind of stuff we've already been wearing. The belt we can definitely use, though. The red linen shirt. There we go. That's kind of cool. I like that, actually. If we could get like a black shirt, that would probably be even better. We'll keep our eyes out. Ooh, and we got a new ability. Sometimes I don't even notice when we get new abilities since we don't have to go to our trainer, but we got Chaos Bolt, which sounds amazingly cool. Unleashes a devastating blast of chaos, dealing a critical strike for 182 chaos damage. Damage is further increased by your critical strike chance. This cost us 2 soul shards, so finally we know what we're going to be spending our soul shards on. That's good. That can probably stay right where it's keybound already. That's fine, that works.
Greetings.
Now we did find the collector. You found him. Well done. He won't be collecting from the Elwynn mines again. And this ring you found is interesting. It's a membership ring for the old stonemasons guild in Stormwind. I haven't seen one of these in years, since back in the days when the Defias Brotherhood used to infest this land. Okay. So that could get interesting because that might chain into the story of the dead mines. So we'll pay attention to some of these main quests to see if they've been altered at all. This one looks to maybe have changed a little bit.
Be careful.
And we'll equip these bracers. Another awesome upgrade for our level. So I'm pretty sure the loot level is tailored to the level that we are at. Just like how the enemies and quests are scaling to the level we are at, I'm fairly certain that the loot is doing the same thing. What you'll see here is next to the name, it says, you know, Elwynn Forest, and then it says 1 through 60 in parentheses. That means that you could level here from 1 to 60, and the monsters and quests would scale to your level. Which, if you think about that and the implications, it's pretty interesting. Oh yes, we are going to catch the flight point back, at least as far as Goldshire, because flight points.
Ready to work.
You need something?
Yes, we need a ride.
Safe travel.
I don't mind the additional flight points and that kind of thing. I don't really believe that just having to run a great distance is always the best method for immersive gameplay, unless there are interesting things to see and do on the way. I'm fine with knowing that you're done in an area and being able to fast travel to another area, even if it's within the same map, you know. Let's turn our interface back on, shall we? Do we need to vendor stuff? Yeah, probably a decent idea.
I supply only the finest goods.
I'm certain that you do. I mean, I should probably just keep this. I might take on tailoring, and it would be good to have. I can toss it in the bank. I'm really conflicted whether I want this character to be herbalism alchemy or tailoring. Alchemy is probably something that would get me more money in the long run, and I need to figure out how to make money in World of Warcraft. So that being said, let's start selling some of our stuff. I guess I should think about putting some stuff on the auction house, actually. The cool thing I think we can do is we can tell this that this bag is for trade goods, and then we know where all of our trade goods are going to go. Let's do that as well with this bag. That way we can keep track of our stacks.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright, off to Westbrook Garrison. And this is probably unchanged. The garrison on our western border sends word of increasing gnoll and thief activity. They're requesting we send more Stormwind soldiers, but we just don't have any to spare. If you can help, we could use it. Go and speak with Deputy Raynor at the Westbrook garrison and see what he needs done. Deputy Raynor, that's obviously a call out to StarCraft Raynor. Yeah, interesting. I think I've noticed that before, but I don't know why that just occurred to me now. We're definitely gonna get these because experience is great. Let's check out Chaos Bolt, shall we? Okay, I mean, that looked amazing. I would love to see it at a distance. I should have fired it off as the first thing we did. Now we don't quite have enough soul shards. We'll get it on this wolf, and we'll check out what it's like at a distance. And I think that should be pretty cool. Alright. Let's do it. Oh, no, that's not what we wanted. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like the spell effects. What can I say? Alright, we're gonna grab this herb too. I just love that you get experience from picking up herbs and mining. Wow. Yeah, that is cool. I'll get over it eventually and stop fanboying about it. I don't know who this guy is, but he's about to go away. I mean, I'm getting more experience from herbing than killing enemies around our level. So that's really interesting to me. Oh, and there's like some kind of... it's marking a chest. I don't know if I've noticed that happen at low levels before. They do that often in recent expansions where they will mark the chest with this icon on the map, but... of course now I'm going to explore it. And I just talked about there not being interesting things to do. Things like this can be interesting sometimes. They definitely pull you to that area when you can see them on the minimap. Because even if you were just kind of thinking, like, is there something over here, you might never choose to go explore it. But since you can see that on the minimap, it does compel you to go over here and check it out. So instead of like 1% of players getting to go over here and check this out, maybe now like 50% of players will run over here and see this content. Is it in the lake? Yeah, it's a waterlogged chest. Okay. Well, that's different. It's glowing purple. Requires level 110. Whoa, alright. That's pretty interesting. I wonder why you would be here as a level 110. Well, we checked it out. And now we know that it's not for us yet. I'm pulling somebody. There we go. Oh, hello all. Don't stand between a warlock and their herbs. Alright, now we will head down to Deputy Raynor. Yeah, that was a keyboard turn. Okay, the other good thing is, like, we don't have to go visit trainers over and over again to keep leveling up our professions. We can go all the way to 300 without having to train another level. And again, I like that. Yeah, it stops you from having to interact with the world because you don't have to go back to that trainer, but at the same time, it really sucked being stuck out in the open world and needing to skill up your profession to keep getting skill up points, but not being anywhere near a major hub. That was always pretty inconvenient. Of course, if you're paying attention, you might say you could avoid that from happening by training early and often, but I often find myself in that position in Classic where we're about to max out a gathering profession and we're nowhere near a trainer. Let's see, Hogger, let's see if this has changed, probably not. A huge gnoll, Hogger, is prowling the woods in southwestern Elwynn. He has overpowered all attempts at his capture. The Stormwind army has placed a generous bounty on the gnoll. To earn the reward, bounty hunters should venture into the woods and deal with the beast. We will do that. Because it's a boatload of experience.
Need help?
Marshal Dugan sent you, eh? Well, you're not from the army, but if Dugan sent you, that's good enough for me. The situation is, to say the least, a stressed one. I hope you can give us a hand. Let's see. These are probably all the same quest. This wants us to kill gnolls.
For the Alliance.
Alright. Yeah, that's the exact same as it was in Classic. Defeat Old MacDonald. We do have to do that once we get into it. That's for the pet battling. I'm gonna check that out. We've got... Who is that? What are you? I can't even see. Is it a gnome hunter? I didn't know that they opened up hunters to gnomes till recently, and I really appreciate that. I think it's a cool race class combination. You usually see like gnome rogues. I think gnome hunter like makes sense for the same reasons. Dang, they are like lighting it up. We're not even getting off a spell in the time that they've, like, killed it. They're tagging everything, so... What is this? Oh, drain life! We got a new ability, guys. We can drain life. I feel like we have so many awesome abilities that it's almost not fair to everybody else. Like, now we're basically invincible, because drain life drains life from the target, causing 50 shadow damage over 4.8 seconds, and healing you for 500% of the damage that you're dealing. What? Could we ever die while we're casting that? I don't think so. Not in this gear we couldn't.
I'm out of range.
Alright, I love that drain life spell. That's really cool. I think it's very iconic of the Warlock class. There's a herb right behind us. And then Hogger must be down here. Pretty sure we could take him by ourselves. He's probably an elite, but I don't think it's going to matter wearing this heirloom gear that we're in. We get so many stats from it. And we just seem generally, like, already pretty overpowered. Oh, we pulled somebody nearby. Let's deal with them first. Get Scorch going here, and Scorch going on this guy. And then let's start draining this guy. Oh shit! Draining the bear! That was the wrong target. Alright, wrong target, but it's okay. We got some bind on equip, male boots there, it looked like. They're already... yeah. I think, maybe somebody's already taken him out. Oh no, there he is. Oh, we can totally get in on this. Oh, he's got quite a bit of health too, that's good. Not once we opened up on him, he didn't, I guess. Hogger is calling help. No, I don't think he's gonna get any help, actually. Oh, look at this. Hold your blade, adventurer.
Light be with you.
General Hammond Clay. This beast leads the Riverpaul Knoll gang and may be the key to ending Knoll aggression in Elwynn. We're taking him into custody in the name of King Varian Rin. And then he says, no. It's like all he's got. Take us to the stockades, Andromath. Okay, so, and then I'm assuming he becomes an enemy in the stockades. Which we will definitely do, the dungeons. Furlbrow's Deed. This is an old deed to an expanse of farmlands within Westfall. It is signed by Theodore Furlbrow and co-signed by his wife, Verna. And in the back of the deed are hastily scrawled words. We leaned on Furlbrow and got his deed. Thought it might be handy if you wanted to forge one of those for your own place. The Furlbrows won't give us trouble. Last I saw them, they were on their way out of Westfall. Okay. Yeah, we've done this quest. I think we picked it up in a different place in Classic. But we have seen this quest before. For certain. We have something... well, okay, Hogger goes back to Goldshire. Let's turn in the Riverpaul Knoll bounty first. One hit kill? Okay. Why not? Since everything scales to our level, it's more worth it to kill everything in our way. Which, that concept of like just kind of power your way through everything in your way reminds me more of games like Diablo and Path of Exile actually. Where you just kind of like throw your powerful abilities out, hit everything in your way, you pull a few mobs at a time. I think that's an interesting comparison for modern day World of Warcraft, comparing it to a game more like Diablo or Path of Exile, but played from this perspective. And I think we'll see that become more the case as we get into the higher level content and future expansion content, which at the rate we're going, and with the 100% experience gain, might be quicker than we anticipate. I wonder if this bonus stacks with like the recruiter friend bonus, or if there is still a recruiter friend experience bonus like there was back in the day.
Well met.
We'll get some pants out of it. We're not going to wear them, but
Light bless you.
we will equip them real fast. And that way if we don't have the look, we'll earn the look for our transmography. Some boots we could probably put on the auction house or sell to a vendor. And then, I guess, he doesn't have anything else for us, so let's go ahead and head back to Goldshire. And we'll turn in Hogger's head, or whatever proof we have of his demise. I guess we don't have his head because they took him away. We'll just tell him that we did it. He'll believe us because, you know, we're a trustworthy looking warlock, aren't we? Alright.
What can I do for you?
Great. Now, we have a bloodthirsty beast right beneath the streets of Stormwind, with a whole army of gnolls at his command. Definitely an improvement. I feel safer already. Here's your reward, but promise me you'll check in with the stockade's guards in Stormwind at some point, just to ensure things are going smoothly. And I'm convinced that they won't be
Be careful.
going very smoothly. Well, look at that, level 14. Alright, in the next level, we will unlock... Oh, we got some abilities. We will unlock our talents. And we'll unlock the Dungeon Finder. We are just getting so many abilities so quickly. Incinerate generates 2 soul shard fragments and an additional one on critical. Wow, okay. Oh, okay. Shadowbolt became Incinerate because we are Destruction Spec. That's awesome. Yeah, let's try that out on something. Well, preferably not the cow. Yeah, this guy will do. It's gonna generate a soul shard now. Well, it's generating soul power, but it looks cool, and it's cool that this guard just came up and gave us some unasked for assistance. We had it, man, but thank you. Oh, it travels along the ground. That's pretty awesome looking. Look at that. Okay, I love it. I think that guard just shot this one too with his crossbow. That guy's out of control. Ooh, look at that, another bag. I think we're like full on bags. Ooh, that's an 8-slot bag. 8 slot, 6 slot, and 6. Let's get rid of one of the 6 slots. That's a really lucky find. Alright, hey, good thing we came out here to test our Incinerate ability because we got an 8-slot bag. I'm really happy with that. We're going to end the episode here. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate the support. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. In the meantime, stay safe out there. It is a brave new world. And we will hopefully see you again here real soon. Take care. Bye now.